If you were to step past the threshold of a black hole, you would not be torn apart immediately. No, something far stranger happens first. You, as a name, a story, a construct in time and memory, begins to dissolve. Not just the body, but the idea of you. Tonight, we venture not merely into the physics of why black holes have such terrifying gravity. We dive deeper, past the numbers, past the equations, into what that gravity means, what it whispers about the structure of reality, and about us. This isn't just a story of stars collapsing. It's a story about the edge of knowledge, about what happens when even light, the fastest thing in the universe, must surrender. Close your eyes. Imagine a vast canvas of darkness, beyond any night you've ever seen. Not emptiness, but silence with weight. There, somewhere in that deep cold distance, lies a point you cannot see. No color, no sound, no form. Yet it moves galaxies around it. Planets spiral toward it. Light itself curves into its mouth. This point is not a point. It is the end of direction. The end of escape. They call it a black hole. But perhaps, that name is too generous. Because it is not just black. It is the absence of everything we use to define black. To understand why its pull is so powerful, we must begin with collapse. A star is a balance. Outward pressure from nuclear fusion keeps it inflated, while gravity constantly tries to pull it inward. But when the fusion ends, there is nothing left to push back. Gravity wins, and it pulls. The star begins to collapse into itself, shrinking, folding, sinking, until all of its mass becomes confined to an unimaginably small space. A singularity. At the singularity, density is infinite. Time and space lose their separation. Gravity is no longer a force. It is the structure. Now, here's where it changes. According to Einstein's theory of general relativity, mass curves spacetime. The more mass, the more the curve. But a black hole? It doesn't curve spacetime. It breaks it. Imagine throwing a stone into a pond. The ripples are like space bending around a star. But a black hole isn't a ripple. It is a hole torn through the water itself. The pull you feel, that terrifying gravity, isn't just about mass. It's about what happens when spacetime becomes vertical. You don't fall into a black hole. You fall toward time itself. Picture this. A stretched bedsheet. Smooth, white, still. Place a tennis ball in the center, the sheet dips. Place a bowling ball, it dips deeper. Now, place something infinitely heavy. The sheet doesn't dip anymore. It tears open. That tear is the black hole. It doesn't just pull. It creates a funnel where every path points inward. Not just physically, mathematically. In normal space, you can go left, right, forward, or back. Near a black hole, every arrow points in. Even time's arrow. Even light, the fastest messenger in existence, turns around and gives up. But let me ask you, if even light cannot escape, if even space and time collapse, then what exactly is being drawn in? Is it just matter? Or is it meaning? Is the black hole devouring stars? Or is it erasing stories? When someone crosses the event horizon, no information returns. No message, no signal. They vanish. So are they gone? Or simply rewritten into a form we cannot perceive? And if identity depends on memory, on continuity, on presence, then at the edge of a black hole, what happens to the concept of self? Where does you go when every coordinate collapses? We stand in awe of black holes, not just because they are powerful, but because they remind us how fragile our understanding is. They are not just massive objects. They are questions made real. Questions about reality, about direction, about fate. They are monuments to the limit of human thought. And what makes their gravity terrifying is not just what they pull in, but what they push out: certainty. We cannot see inside them. And perhaps that is the point. Perhaps the black hole is a mirror, and in its perfect darkness, we see the outline of everything we do not yet know. If you've journeyed with me this far, if your mind feels as if it has wandered near the edge of something vast and unknowable, then in the next episode, come closer. Let us fall together. We will explore what happens if you fall into a black hole. Not just your body, but your memories, your name, your time. And maybe we'll learn if falling inward is truly the end, or the beginning of something far stranger.